Hey, everybody, it is Radley here with the energetic weather report for November 12th through the 18th. Now, it doesn't matter if you are listening to this on mindbodyspirit.fm or you are watching it on YouTube. Either way, you're going to get a message for the coming week that tells you all about the kind of energy that you can expect. Now, this is a 3-card reading. It's not a card reading where it's like this one's Monday, Tuesday, this one's Wednesday, Thursday. This is a card reading where it's like, here are 3 cards. Here are 3 predominant energies that are happening this week, and they blend together to provide something of an overarching theme that we are all going to be experiencing. Now, of course, I'm using angel answers. I'm sorry, I'm not using angel answers. Of course, I'm using Angels and Auras Oracle cards because they just came out. This is the deck that I created with my spiritual BFF, Dougal Frazier. They dropped on Halloween. It's been a super big success. Thank you so much. But that's the card deck I'm using today. Now, of course, there's also with the energetic weather report comes the personal archangel of the week. Now, the way I figure that out is I take the major arcana cards from Angel Tarot cards and Archangel Power Tarot cards and blend them together. And I pull 4 cards. This is an intuitive exercise. This is you basically tuning into your spiritual and divine gifts and trying to say which card feels right to me. It doesn't matter if you can see this or are only listening to it, it still works. So do you feel called to card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, or card number 4? So I'm going to let you just process that for a minute, and we're going to get started on the energetic weather report. So we have 3 cards, of course, as I said. The first card is called Evolution. This is card number 23. Evolution also equals change in many ways. 2 plus 3 equals 5. The card has the energy of a 5. And here we have this beautiful woman who's standing in the middle of a sort of a green light hurricane. There are mixes of light green and dark green in this hurricane and little sparkles of stars. And she's standing at the eye of the storm where everything is at peace. And she's wearing a tiara, indicating her own power in this particular situation. The card talks about empowerment, transformations, protectedness, and preparedness. And so this is a card that talks about us being in a place of change and feeling safe to make changes, feeling safe as we evolve and as we transform into the highest version of ourselves. Now, there is no archangel that is quite so great at helping us to do that, helping us to transform, than Archangel Uriel. Now, this deck has 2 versions of Uriel to represent the 2 primary versions of archangel coloring. There is the version I use that is 15 archangels. There's another one that is 7. And the version I usually use, Archangel Uriel is glittery gold. And the other version is Archangel Uriel is red. This is the red version. And so we have this beautiful, beautiful African-American woman who is dressed in this gorgeous red drapes and flowing scarves. And she is representing Archangel Uriel with her hands on the shoulders of an Asian woman. And the Asian woman's hands are over her heart, and her heart is emanating the red glow of joy. This woman is happy about the sort of Reiki-like angelic energy she is getting from Uriel. The card says emotions and healing and devotions and integration. Dougal always talks about red as being the color of emotion and where we feel love and experience those kinds of things. So I'm taking this with the evolution card we saw to represent this sort of sense of we are in a place of evolution. We're feeling it in our heart space. We're feeling it deeply. We're enjoying it. We're happy for it. We're joyful for it. And Uriel is helping us to move that process along. Finally, we have a card called Divine Magic. Divine Magic. And spitting out of this wishing well that is out in the field is a rainbow of color. And at the end of that rainbow is a gold coin, a book, a crown, a heart, a microphone, a third eye, and a dove, each representing the 7 traditional energies that come from chakras. And this card talks about wishes and goals and dreams and accomplishments. This is really a wish comes true kind of energy. So again, the evolution that we are going through creates transformation, that creates positive and happy emotions, that brings us the opportunity to make wishes come true. So before we get on to the personal Archangel of the Week, don't forget that you can find me at radleyvalentine.com, where you can find out all the things that are happening. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, sort of. I'm trying to get that figured out, and Threads. So you can find me on those social media platforms. So let's talk about the first card. If you were drawn to card number 1, then you were drawn to Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel is the archangel whose name means the eyes of God, can help us find anything that we are looking for. But I think even more importantly is he is the archangel of personal and global peace. So as we go through this evolution and this change, trying to get to our dreams come true, he can help us stay in a place of peace and out of a place of worry. Card number 2 is Michael. We love Michael. His name means he who is like God. And Michael, I just scooped who's next. Michael is life purpose and safety and protection. Next up, as I just accidentally scooped, is Haniel. So Haniel is the archangel of spiritual gifts and divine gifts and women's issues. Curiously, we also have Jeremiah. That is the card number 4. I always think of Haniel and Jeremiah as hanging out together because they're both archangels about spiritual gifts and psychicness. But Jeremiah adds the additional element of life review. So if you're in this space where all this evolution and all this good emotion and all this wishes come true is about having you where you've done a life review and now you know what you want, then there you go. If you're not clear on what you want, then to be able to even make a wish, then Jeremiah can help you with that through a life review. So this is it. This is the energetic weather report for November 12th through the 18th. I'm going to be in New York City this week working on something amazing. I can't even believe that I have been so blessed to have this opportunity. I'm going to be in and out, but I'm going to be recording on something you'll find out a little bit later, but it's a big deal. And I feel unbelievably blessed. Just to tell you, last week was a great week for me. There was a lot of good news. So I'm wishing the same thing for you. Again, the energetic weather report for November 12th through the 18th and your personal archangel. Again, you can find me with my podcast at mybodyspirit.fm, and you can find this on YouTube. If you listened on the podcast and you want to see the cards, you can find that on YouTube. That's it. See you next week.